Hello everyone, Kirk here with Kirk's Motorrad shop in Crystal Lake, Illinois. Today I'm bringing you a product video. This one is on this Anceltech. It's Anceltech.com. This is a unit that was sent to me for testing, and I wanted to show it off and show you what this diagnostic unit is all about. Now this diagnostic unit is going to be good for almost every make of motorcycle out there. There's probably a few that are not included in this, but all the modern motorcycles are going to be included with this one, and I'm going to be testing it out today on this K1600 that's on the lift right here. You can't see it, it's just off camera. It's right, we're actually on the lift, but I'm just pointing down at this device. So let's open up this case. It comes in a nice hard shell case. This is a large unit, and this would be meant, maybe, it's probably, you know, it can be used as a DIYer, but it's really going to be geared more towards the professional motorcycle shop, especially one that covers a lot of different brands. Here's the main unit itself. So this is, it's really a tablet device. So it runs on the Windows platform. It's tablet, it's got a speaker in it. You can, I was kind of looking through the menus, you could play music on this thing, all kinds of stuff, but we're going to just really be testing it out for what it's meant for, which is running it on a motorcycle. The other thing that this will work on, it will not only work on motorcycles, but it will work on ATVs and snowmobiles as well. So that's really cool. I'm really excited that this was sent to me, at least for testing. It comes with this is the main plug right here. It's kind of like a serial port plug that goes into the back here, and that's where you're gonna, you know, run this various adapters into. Either what you have here is your typical OSB type connector, like an OSB 2, and then you have specific adapters. This one is for BMWs, of course, because that's what I mostly check out here in this shop. So I'm going to leave that plugged in. It comes with this little power brick here to charge up the unit. It will run off of AC power if you want to, but the batteries do last quite a while, as I've been able to test it out on a few different bikes. So underneath here, you've got all the different connectors for this thing. So it comes with all kinds of different adapters. You can see they go in there, and then, you know, if you have a square adapter with 6 pins in it, well, that one's going to be for you. It does have menus in there that will tell you what types of adapters to use. Here's a Kawasaki adapter. Here's the Polaris adapter, so whether it's for snowmobiles or ATVs. You got BRP, which is a Skidoo brand, so that will cover like your Spider and, you know, whatever the BRP. Maybe it works with a watercraft. I really don't know for sure, but if it has this type of adapter in it, well, you're going to be able to hopefully be able to get in there and diagnose what's going on, or reset some parameters, that kind of thing. It has Ducati, Harley Davidson. It's got both a 4-pin and a 6-pin adapter in it. So I like that. That's cool. It's really just a nice set. Benelli, Kawasaki, Yamaha, and here's a battery adapter so that you can charge this up off of a 12-volt system and run it off of that if you're really running low on battery. Not going to need to do that today on this one. The one that I did not see in here, but it does say in the menus that it can work with, is Honda. And I'm just not familiar enough with Honda. It might be one of these pinned adapters in here, like this 4-pin or something, this red one. Now this motorcycle that's sitting right here in the shop has a problem. And that problem, I believe, without even looking at it, I believe that it has a fuel pump issue. Now I don't know that for sure, but what's going on with this motorcycle in front of us is it's very hard starting. This unit only has like 8,000 miles on it. It's really a super low mile GTL. This is a 2015 GTL, and it's only, you know, like I said, it's only got like 8,000 miles on it. So it means that it's sat around a tremendously long time. And as you guys know, that anytime anything sits around for a long time, bad things happen. You know, the fuel goes bad inside there, the seals can dry out, the tires will rot. I mean, it's not good. These things are meant to be driven. They're not meant to be sitting in a garage looking pretty. They're meant to be out on the road and usually ridden hard. So I'm going to diagnose this by plugging it in to the adapter. I think what it's going to show probably is a fuel pump, like the fuel pump is not operational or it's not operating correctly. And the other things that it's going to be in here for is some of the annual services, such as the brake fluid, oil change, and the final drive lube. The things that I've shown before on other videos of how to do them. One thing I forgot to mention, it does come with a user manual, so you can go through this manual if you do purchase one of these and be able to set up all the features on your device. It does tell you how to do the upgrades, but most of us that have used any kind of a tablet or computer can figure it out. It's pretty self-intuitive. One thing that it's not super intuitive with is just how to get to all the diagnostic functions. Now I'm going to be able to do that on this video here, but when you get one of these, if you do decide to purchase one of these, you're going to find that you're going to have a little bit of a learning curve, and that's just the way it is with any new thing. You're going to have a learning curve. This is really no different. So let's get going on diagnosing the problem on this GTL here. Right here is the diagnostic port. Now it may look like this round one, or if you have a brand new model, it's going to look like just your OSB2 port. So, but on this little bit older model, we've got the round adapter. And then we're going to just hook up the little serial port to the back of this. You can see it popped on as soon as I did that. If it does not automatically turn itself on, it does have a power button right here. Okay. For some reason you have to go through this disclaimer every time you turn this thing on. And you can see the interface here. Now I'm going to turn the bike on. Hopefully it should stay on for a while as I go through this thing. So you can see you've got data management, support. Always check your support. Usually the little icon means there's something there for it, and what you have is the manual. You can upload or download your manuals, or you can download the FAQs. You got the log. You got some videos on how and where to hook it up. It's got some user videos. They're pretty basic. It does also have TeamViewer, so if you're really having some trouble with it, Anceltech will walk you through some of the things using the TeamViewer function. So we have the Moto Diagnostics. You see it's got snowmobiles, ATVs, and motorcycles. And then you also have a service function. And I'm going to show all of that stuff. But we're going to start off here with Moto Diagnostics. Now you got, right here, you've got all of your different motorcycles. You can scroll and show all the different motorcycles and ATVs. You got ones for Europe, the Americas, Asia, the Asia market. You have just a regular OBD2, Aprilia, Benelli, BMW. You can see what's on there. I'm trying to do my best to not have any kind of light reflections on there, so you guys can really get a good idea of what's going on there. We're going to hit BMW because that's what we're dealing with. Usually it's only going to come up with one version here. And we're going to auto-identify. If you have an older model that won't auto-identify, you can go ahead and select from vehicle, and it will, you'll be able to go through the different menus to be able to figure out which bike you have. But we're going to check this one here. So yep, it's all good. Enter it, and it's going to ask just which model this is. So being this is a 2015, it's between 2010 and 2016. We're going to go ahead and click that one. And now you can see some of the diagnostics here. You got engine, ABS, TPMS, so that's your tire pressure monitoring system, the alarm, and then some special settings. It's got CIP, I don't know what that one is right offhand. Chassis management system, the diagnosis of the left side handlebar electric switch, headlight adjustment, the meter, the radio, service, the system. I can change the service lamp so I can turn that, I'm sorry about the reflection there, I can turn that service lamp off, and it's got some suspension settings. Oops, let me go back one. Okay, so let's just take a quick peek here. We're going to read whatever the fault codes are, and it is showing that the fuel pump fuse has been tripped. I don't know if there's a menu underneath that menu. Does not look to be. It basically means that the fuel pump has tripped. But I will try to erase that fault code and see if in fact it's going to not only erase it, but fix the problem. I don't think it's going to fix the problem, to be honest. We're going to clear that one. Okay, it says it's cleared. I'm going to go ahead and reset the key, turn it back on again, and we'll see if it showed up again. Oh, no fault codes stored. Alright, I'm back on another bike now. This is what I'm working on right now, is a 2011 R1200R. Alright, and this is another kind of a frustrating thing with this Ancel software. So if I go to Diagnostics here, it shows this screen. It's got two BMW things, and I don't know if you can make it out in the video or not, but there's a little icon right in the corners. One of them, it says ABS, I believe, and the other one is a circle with a line through it. Maybe it's for engine or something, I guess. That's my guess here. Okay, so if I go ahead and push, well, either one of them. I'll just go to the ABS section here, because what I want to do is bleed out the brakes properly on this 2011 BMW. So I go here, we're going to that again, select from vehicle. Now it shows the different vehicles here. I've got an R bike. For some reason it didn't automatically read what the bike was, but I'm going to let that part go. And up there it is, R1200R, ABS. Okay. Modulator bleeding. Press enter to continue. We just continually have to press menu after menu after menu. It's very frustrating. And now it says it cannot adjust. So some errors were detected. Press enter. Okay. And then we're back to this screen here. So I have to back out of this now. There's no way to just jump to another screen. I have to completely exit out of this one. Alright, enter, yes, exit. Now we're going to back up. We're backing up the whole damn way. Okay, exit. Okay, now let's go to the engine part. We're going to go, once again, we have to go back through these menus. We're going to select from the vehicle. Now it doesn't even show the R bike anymore. This is, you can see it's got F bikes, G bikes, K bikes, and then it goes to special engines. I don't even know what that is. We're just gonna click it. I don't even know. It's the exhaust gas throttle actuator adjustment. I'm not doing that. No. Let's keep going out, back. Okay. Now we're going to go back to the main screen. And instead of going to the My Moto Diagnostics, let's just go to the service. We're back at the exact same screen again. There's no change whatsoever. We'll go to Moto Diagnostics. That's the exact same screen again. I have no way to read the codes on this currently. Now I'm not sure if I reboot the whole computer, this part, maybe I can get to it. So let's go ahead and try that. I'm going to reboot the thing. Reboot. And I'm gonna cycle the key while it's rebooting. So I turned the bike off. I'm gonna let this thing come back on. And this is as it's booting up here, it's gonna give me one minor frustration, which I don't think is necessary. Ansel, if you're watching this video, I really think you should take this EULA agreement, and you should only have to agree to this disclaimer one time. You should not have to do this every single time you turn the machine on. You have to scroll, and then you have to agree, and then you come to this screen. So I'm going to turn the bike back on, and I will go to now Moto Diagnostics and see if this works. Now see, the screen looks different. Now it says the BMW. Maybe I can actually get to it now. So click that. Yes, we're going to click that. It should just automatically go through these things. I'm not happy about this. So, oh, look at this. We got an auto identify now. All right, so it's actually finding now the diagnostics, and I can have a look at it. So this is a 2011. Yes, we did that already. I'm going to read the fault codes. There's no fault codes entered. Okay. And we have to back out of that system. Keep backing out. Now we're going to go to the ABS and just see if there is any kind of error code like it had said before. And the only thing is it shows an onboard network under voltage, and that's because the voltage is showing 11.69 volts. It's fine. It really shouldn't be any big deal here. And escape again. Alright, doesn't show anything in regards to my other screens when it comes to being able to bleed the brakes, because that's what I was after initially. You guys are seeing this in real time here. And I guess we're going to have to go to the service now, and we're back at the exact same screen again. So this is the screen that we just saw before with the Moto Diagnostics. So if I hit this again, it's not going to show. We're just going to go through the same menu again. Alright, I think that this software really needs some work. It has a very lovely interface. I do like the interface. Supposedly, you can. They're going to put out upgrades and things like that. But as you can see, I've actually already downloaded all of the updates and upgrades that it can be. So let me give this thing some final thoughts while I am doing this. Okay. So some final thoughts regarding this Anceltech Moto Diagnostic device. I think that, as I just mentioned a little bit ago, the software really needs some work. I love the idea of one machine that can do an entire, a business worth of motorcycles, ATVs, snowmobiles. I like that functionality of it. I really do, and I appreciate that they are trying to make something that will work with so many brands. However, they're not, the detail is not there. I'm not seeing the micro detail that I see in the other tools that are available, such as the GS911 tool. That tool, when you plug it in, it automatically detects pretty much everything on a late model motorcycle, and it will detect all of the sensors, give you all of the names of the sensors. It will tell you if there's been any kind of logistic errors or auto healing functions that, you know, the CAN bus system will kind of automatically repair itself. This one does not do any of that. This is basically a very expensive code reader, in my opinion, and that's all it does. It just reads the codes, and in order to erase the codes, you have to go through quite a few menus. As you've seen, I had to walk into menus and then walk back out of the menus, and you can't just do a blanket reset. You should be able to do that. Even a code reader on a car, you can just say, you know, it'll say read the codes, it'll tell you what the codes are, and you can click erase codes, and it will erase all the codes, whether it's for the brakes, the cooling system, the evaporation system, whatever system, it will erase all the codes. This one doesn't do that. You have to go into specific computers. You have to go into the Diagnostic computer, the Motorrad, and you also have to go into the computer on the ABS system and erase all of those codes individually. There's no way that this thing will do that, as far as I can tell, and I really hope that they add functionality to this. One thing I will say about Anceltech, their service department, their customer service department, the ones that sent me this have been very responsive to my emails as I've been trying to tell them what I'm seeing on this device and trying to give them some pointers as to, you know, hey, make this thing a better product, and I think it's really going to take off and sell. I don't know if this is just an early model of something that's coming out in the future, or if this is a final product. I just don't know. So, as of right now, I hate to say it, guys, but I would really pass on this one unless you have, you just need a code reader because you have a motorcycle shop that you've got, you know, 15 different brands in your motorcycle shop, and you need to have something in order that will access all of those things. Or if you're running ATVs or you're running snowmobiles. Speaking of snowmobiles, I own a snowmobile. I own it's a 2016 Polaris Adventure. It's a switchback Adventure, okay? This thing it's supposed to be able to hook up to that, and I took it up and I hooked it up to my snowmobile. The plug worked. I know where the diagnostic plug is. I started the snowmobile. I went through all of the procedures. It showed in here. You know, I had to select from the menu what that what that snowmobile was. I was able to select it, the year, the make, the model, all of that stuff. And then when I hit, you know, show me the diagnostic codes or whatever, you know, I just wanted to see what data was actually able to see. It said that I had the wrong vehicle selected. Now, I know what snowmobile I own because I own it. And I thought, all right, maybe it's just a little bit of a software glitch, you know. So I went and I checked every snowmobile that was in that list. Everything from the 600s to the 600 Matrix to the 800s to the 800 Matrix, you know, all of them. And I checked both book-ended years. I checked both a 2017 and a 2015. Every single time it said the same thing, that I had the wrong vehicle selected. So there was no way for me to use this device on my snowmobile, on my current snowmobile. The other thing that I did test it on was a Polaris Slingshot. And my friend has a 2022 Slingshot, you know, a current kind of late model Slingshot. And that it did actually read. It read everything. It did a good job on that. It read all of the sensors. If it had codes, I could have erased them. It actually was pretty good on that particular model. But on my snowmobile, nope. I don't know about other snowmobiles because I didn't have access to other snowmobiles. I didn't have access to the Yamahas or a Skidoo at that time, or maybe even more of a late model, you know, like a 2022 or something, Polaris. I cannot speak to those because I was not able to test them. Ansel, I think you got a really good idea with a great product that can be a great product coming up in the future. But please, please do something with the software. Do something so that the software is fully functional and you don't have to go through 15 different menus to get to what you want, and then you have to back all the way down 14 different menus to go down a different path. Okay? I really think that it's got a good potential, but it's just not there. So, guys, that is my review of this product, and I have used the hell out of this product trying to get over the learning curve in order so I can make this thing a little bit faster and a little bit more functional for me in my shop here. But as of right now, I'm going to stick with the GS911 tool because that one has 100% full functionality of everything that I want, and it takes me, this is no exaggeration, if I hook that up to this bike, it would take me less than a minute to get where I want to go on it. And whether it's read the codes, clear the codes, find the brake modulator stuff, all of that stuff is going to be so much faster to do with the GS911 tool versus pulling out this very nice looking unit and having a very frustrating time going through those menus. So guys, if you got questions or you got comments, by all means put them down in the description below. And Ansel, if you want this thing back, I will be glad to send it back to you. Okay, I really do appreciate you're being willing to send an expensive tool like this out, and I gave it my best, and I will be glad to send this back if you would like to, and if you want to send an updated version in the future, I certainly would entertain taking a look at it again. So guys, thanks so much for watching this today. Sorry I was a little bit down on this one, but boy, it was just frustrating, and it helps you guys, especially you other fellow shop owners out there. If you're going to consider something like this, it really helps to have a look at it prior to buying. So guys, take care, and if you do like what you see here and you want to help support the channel, just again check those links that are right down below. Oh, and one more thing, if you want me to work on your bike, maybe see it here in a video, contact me at kirksmotorrad.com. See you in the next one.